Hey guys, so Overwatch has been out now for a couple days, and I'm sure people have already picked their favorite healers and tanks and all their favorite heroes in general. But there's one thing I want to talk about, and it's just the overall experience of playing it. And what is basically, is the game fun? Sure, but only when you're playing with people you know. There's a big difference between playing solo in a random group and playing with even just one of your friends or family. People just don't like to work together. People generally try to be the hero of a game. They'll be a tracer and they'll be the one trying to get all the kills in the team, die for it, because tracer's good, but let's face it, you need to be a really good tracer to wipe out an entire team. And they're just playing so selfishly and not really focusing on the objective, and then getting mad when their team loses. And it's nonsensical to me, because I'm sitting here expecting, for example, on attack maps, Hanzo can be useful, but most of the time he's not. Most of the time it's very difficult for the Hanzo to really get in there and get a good number of shots, especially on a map like this one, for example, where there's just not a lot of good vantage points for a Hanzo to get a few pot shots. He has to be somewhat open at all times. If you're playing on a map like Hollywood, where there's a lot of corners and a lot of rooms where people tend to migrate to, sure, he's actually very good, because his scatter arrow will likely kill a couple players just by them standing near a health kit, you know. And it's choices like that where you have to say, pick your favorite hero, sure, but don't do it at the cost of, you know, screwing your team over. It's one thing to pick, you know, Soldier because you really like Soldier. It's another thing to not pick, you know, a tank like Roadhog or, you know, Winston or Reinhardt when your team severely needs one, especially if you know how to play them. So the question, I guess, is it fun to play what you like over winning? For me, no, it's not. For me, winning is far more fun than playing what I like. Just because that's the point of the game. The point of the game is to switch around, play different things once in a while, and you'll get a few games. For example, Reaper, I think, is a pretty viable hero in any situation. You'll get games where you can go ahead and play Reaper for 6 to 10 matches in a row and do very well. But then you'll get that one match where you don't have a healer and nobody else on the team is willing, and you know, maybe it's you who should bite that bullet and just say, you know what, I'll be Lucio, or I'll be Mercy, and I'll focus on keeping people alive so that they can go ahead and get the kills and we can win the game. And that's part of the thing that comes with queuing alone, is that no one really feels the pressure or the or really they don't see a point in changing their character, because it's not their job. It's the other people. When you're playing on a team, you know, people take a little bit more responsibility for how they play and what they're playing, and they're a little bit more thoughtful about this, that, and the other. And I think that's the big difference. And that's what makes the game either fun or miserable. It's just people not willing to coordinate and work together and just really come together as a team and win a round. Especially when you're on a map like this and you're at 99%, and then your team is so deep that they can steal the point back and you can't get it back because they just have better defenses. You know, little minor things like that. But overall, I do think the game is good. I think that there are a few balance issues that need to be made. I think a few characters have a few quirks to them that need to be kind of rethought. But overall, the game is fun. And the only thing I'm asking of the entire community is chill out, you know? You know, if somebody says, could one of you play a healer, you know, it wouldn't be that bad of an idea. Look, a healer just got play of the game. You know, it happens. You know, this isn't just about you. It's about everybody in your group. So with that, yeah, I think it's a good game. If you haven't looked at it, definitely take a look at it, and I will see you guys later.